Well, hello there, everybody, from wherever you are in the world. I know it's like midnight somewhere and the early days somewhere else. Here, it's 12 p.m. midday, and I really hope you're all doing fantastically well. As you might know, for the many of you, over the past 3 days, we have launched Pluto 2.0. After 5 years of extreme hard work, feedback and rebuild and build and build and building one of the best platforms you will ever find on the market to run your business, Pluto is now ready for everyone to truly streamline running their business from anywhere in the world. It works your way in super customizable ways and unimaginable ways that you've never would have thought it's possible before. The deal that we launched with AppSumo 3 days ago was aimed to try and help us basically raise some money to scale Pluto and speed up the process of developing all the amazing new features that we have on our roadmap like never before. So, as many of you know, our team has grown, our user base has grown, our feature set has grown, everything has been basically going up, and we are here for the very long run, and we're not going anywhere anytime soon. So first of all, thank you so much for joining us in this live stream. And I actually have a very long list of things that I want to talk to you about today, and also show you that we like features and some amazing updates that we've just released a couple of days ago as well. So to give you an idea of the agenda of today's live stream, first things first, I'm going to talk about the deal because it's actually ending in the next 20 minutes or so. And the prices are going up because although the deal is ending in the next 20 minutes, due to the high demand and the fact that not a lot of people actually realize the deal exists until very recently, like a few hours ago, we've decided in partnership with AppSumo to actually extend the deal for a few more days. The price obviously increased, so it's now $79 per code, not $59 per code, but it's still there if you want to grab it. This is a one-of-a-lifetime deal that I'm going to explain in a minute why you should invest in it right now and the value it will bring to you, if not now, in the next few months. And if you just look at the journey that we've basically gone through from 5 years ago when we first launched an AppSumo, what Pluto was, it was barely a working prototype. And look at us now 5 years later, we have almost everything you can imagine in one centralized platform that is deeply customizable yet intuitive, like none on the market. So let's first talk about the deal, and I'm going to explain to you the deal sort of terms, and then we're going to go into talking about or exploring the new features that we've recently released, such as the main menu editor, the view editor. I'm going to also explain or show you how proposal packages work and how to set up a proposal workflow where your client view the proposal, sign it, and then sign the contract, and then pay a dynamically or automatically created invoice for the client to sign. So basically, the whole flow in one smooth sort of step. And then I'm gonna show you the new onboarding template that we've created, which you can add to your workspace right now and check the different tasks. It's created in a way that allows you to use Pluto to explore Pluto, and it's so fantastic. So I'm going to also take you through the new onboarding template. I'm going to also talk to you about the canned messages. It's a hidden feature, yet it's super powerful, and we are just about to redesign it to make it way easier for you to use. We're going to also talk about the dashboard and the client portal. It's been released out of beta about a month ago, but it's huge features. It could be a little bit complicated at the very beginning, and that's why I'm going to show you how you can actually use it. And then I'm going to talk to you about a giveaway. So as you know, we have a deal running right now. It's a lifetime deal, so you pay once and you get access to Pluto for life. But we're actually giving a couple of codes in this live stream. So if you stay and you stick with us to the very end, you might be one of the lucky winners to get a lifetime code, which is now basically worth $79 a piece. So stick around for the giveaway. And also, I have something here written, but I actually can't read my writing. So I forgot what it was, and I can't even read it. Okay, so, oh yeah, okay. Right now, on our roadmap, if you go to roadmap.pluto.com, you will actually see a detailed overview of what we will be working on in the very soon future. One of these features is called automation. And I know a lot of you have been waiting for this feature for like years. But what we have planned is unlike any other automation tool or platform you've ever seen before. You are going to be mind blown or when you see what we basically have in store. So if basically buying Pluto doesn't really add value right now in your imagination or your thoughts, just imagine what it will do in the next few months once automation is here. And when I say automation, it isn't just a simple tool. It's going to be so complicated, so intuitive yet advanced that will allow you to connect to third parties and connect everything you have in your Pluto platform all from one dashboard. And building automation is going to be so simple. You're gonna have that lovely canvas where you can just drag things around, drag actions around, drag if an action or a trigger, then do this, then do that, and you'll have this nice flow, like a water flow of all the different actions and conditions. So it's going to be fantastic and very easy to build as well. We're also going to be releasing a scheduler in the next month or so, which will basically allow you to send a link to your clients where they can book appointments. But the thing about our scheduler, it has this little bit of innovation on top of it that will truly change the way you schedule appointments with your clients or the other way around. And you will also be able to add scheduler to your proposals and contracts and invoices and even forms. So when a client sign a proposal or fill a form, you could also prompt them to actually schedule an appointment as well. And you'll be able to charge for these appointments if you want to and offer different duration with different prices per duration or different options per and which each could have its own price as well. Now, we are also working on something fantastic I'm not going to be able to talk to you much about, but it basically called an ecosystem. Well, I'll leave that. That's the only hint I can give you, but it will be built into Pluto, a whole new social media platform. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you more about it because it's still in the planning phase, but it's going to be super exciting and it's going to be done before the end of this year. Now, you know the agenda. Are we all ready to dive in and see all the amazing new features, talk to you about the deal and show you what we're working on next? Okay, I'm going to give everyone a couple of seconds. I'm going to read over the comments just to make sure I haven't missed anything important. And obviously, we're going to be answering your questions in real time as well. So there will be time at the end of this webinar where I will be answering all of your questions. Okay, let's get started. Right, first things first, let's talk about the deal. I have actually created, let me share my screen first. Let me know when you can see my screen and that it's clear. Okay, fantastic. So, actually give me 1 second, sorry. Okay, awesome. So, as you know, we've launched a few deals, actually more than a couple over the past 5 years. The first one was the original 2017 deals and the original stacked as well. So first of all, thank you to everybody who have supported us from the very early stages. We really appreciate it. We love you for what you've done. And just look, your investment has totally paid off, didn't it? So if you have the original 2017 deal and you did not stack your code, I highly recommend that you buy the AppSumo deal that we have running right now. Why? Because if you didn't stack, you won't have access to some of the features that we had basically starred in a roadmap back then. So back in 2017, we had this roadmap, which you'll be able to see on the deal terms, had 3 features starred: lead management, contacts and quotes, and automation. Obviously, contacts and proposals has already been launched and we've given it to everybody for free. But in case you didn't stack, you might not access or have access to automation or leads management. So if you want access to these features, make sure you basically upgrade your original to the 2021 deal that we have running right now. If you stacked your original deal, so if it's AppSumo original stacked, nothing to worry about. You're all sorted. You have access to everything. So nothing to worry about here. The same with Black Friday and a last call that we did in 2018 and 2019. If you have any of these deals as well, you have access to everything, so you don't need to worry at all. If you're on a Pluto annual exclusive plan, then I would recommend upgrading to the Pluto 2021 deal, because then it converts the subscription into a lifetime deal, so you don't have to pay a subscription fee anymore. And if you are on a briefcase deal or any other deals, they're canceled. They've been terminated. Please upgrade or see other options. Now, a lot of people basically ask for white label add-on, which we've never had as a deal or included in any deal previously. This is the very first time we introduced white label add-on as a lifetime deal. And the reason we did that is because a lot of you asked for it over the past 5 years. So we've decided to basically include it. And if you have an AppSumo lifetime deal already existing from 2017 to 2019, then you can stack only 2 codes to access white label for life, no more subscriptions. And if you are new to Pluto or you don't have an existing AppSumo lifetime deal before, does not include the AppSumo team plan, then you have to stack 4 codes to unlock white label. And remember, each code gives you 5 extra users. So now we've covered the deal. You pay 1 fee. It's now $79 if you haven't bought it like a few hours ago. So the price has increased. So I would recommend buying it right now before the price even increased further. I don't know. But this is the last deal. This is the last time we're going to go on lifetime deal, because now is the scaling phase. Now we're going to push Pluto so hard, and we're going to reach to as many customers and as many freelancers and businesses from all around the world. So if you really want a platform that would centralize everything, bring all your business together into one centralized platform, and soon it will have automation, scheduling, and so many powerful features that will take your business to the next level, buy this deal right now and don't miss on, because this is the last time you're going to do this deal. And our pricing is actually going to increase in the next few months. We will have a brand new plans that will have new pricing as well. You will not be affected, don't worry. But if you don't have any active plan or a deal, you will have to pay for the extra fees. Right, now the deal is sorted. Any questions about the deal, feel free to ask us via the built-in live chat, which you can access from clicking on the support icon right here, and then send us a message. Favron or I will respond as soon as we possibly can. Now, we talked about the deal. Let's talk about the features that we've just basically released. Now, First things first, I want to talk to you about the main menu and why it is a good feature that should boost your productivity. So let me take you through the main menu feature. If you click on settings right here, and then click on main menu, you'll have this new editor. And this basically allows you to customize this section right here. You can add pages that you want. You can hide the pages that you don't want. For example, I don't want to see tasks here. I can just delete it. I don't want this to be called projects. I want it to be called tasks instead. So now my project is actually called tasks. And I don't like this icon. I can add another icon, or I can upload my own as well. And you have the pin section as well, which you can pin different items in Pluto and they will show right here. You can drag to reorder the items however way you want. And you can add dividers. So you can divide your sections or your menu items in different groups if you want. You can also add links. So you can link to different parts in Pluto that is not currently linked from here, or link to external pages as well for easy access. You can also customize the icons, the colors, and all of that. And here's an example of how a customized main menu would look like. See how everything's grouped however way I like it. See how these sections have their own custom icons. So basically, you can customize this workspace to work truly, not only the way you do, but to look just like you want it. And one of the most basically powerful features about this feature particularly is that you can customize the menu per user role. So basically, you can have a main menu customized for you, and one for your clients. So you can have different menus for each user role as well. This way you can only show that you would basically have the choice to show the relevant data to the relevant user. So not everyone should basically see everything. So we think this is really powerful and should truly help bring customization to the next level and ensure your workspace is clutter-free. Now, the second feature on the list is a very actually simple feature yet powerful. So I'm going to actually just reset my main menu, and then I'm going to take you to projects. So as you can see, here's my projects list. And as you'll be able to see here, it's basically grouped by status. Now, I can customize what kind of data it shows on the list right here. I can click on View Editor, and then you'll be able to see a list of all the different data that you can add, or if you don't want to see it, you can remove it. Or you can basically order their position in the list as well. And as you can see, it reflecting here in real time as well. So you can basically customize this view to show only what you need to see in the order that you want. So this is a very powerful feature. I definitely recommend playing around with it to basically show and personalize your experience. And again, you can customize the view per user role. So each custom user role can have their own different view with their own set of data as well. I'm just going to add this status back here. Nice, fantastic. Now, the next on the list is proposal packages. So one of the things that we really love about Pluto is the ability to basically create proposals that are not only on brand, but has the flexibility to allow your client to choose what they want in terms of add-ons, different packages, and all these different offers that you might have without the back and forth. So without your client going back to email and sending you an email asking if they can add a different package or they can change the pricing or any of these sort of stuff. They can do it right in the proposal, customize it, and their summary fee will update in real time before they sign the proposal and pay the invoice. Let me show you what I mean by that. So here's a sample proposal I have in front of me. I'm just going to open it in a new tab so you can see how it would look publicly. So here's a sample proposal I have. As you can see, here is a fixed table of our offering. So this is what we would offer our client. It's fixed, you can't change it because that's what we want to offer you in this proposal. However, if you scroll down for a little bit on this proposal, I need to just update something here. So if you could preview, you would see that now these packages have different they have buttons, they are interactive. So the client can basically choose a different package. So you can offer multiple packages and they can select this one or this one. They can change the quantity if you want them to do so. And you can also add add-ons where they can select more than one item on the list. So they can add this item and this item or this item, and maybe they change their mind and remove this item. So basically two things. One, packages where they can select one item and you can make it it's a requirement to select an item, or it's an optional to select an item, but they have to select one of the options available. The second option is as add-ons. So you offer them all the options and they can select or unselect, basically add or remove these options from the proposal as well. And the cool thing, it updates in here in real time. So they can see the pricing, the total fee due in real time. So if now it's $20,000, if I remove one of these add-ons, or say all of these add-ons, it's $1,000. Well, these are really good add-ons. You must add them to your proposal then. So now it's only $1,000 due. See, it's really easy to use. It's very clear. The buttons are very prominent, so your client should not have any problem with this as well. And you could also add a live chat widget to your proposal, like I have done right here. So your client can send you a message or any questions about this particular proposal or contract or invoice without having to leave the page and without having to go back to email and email you. They can send you the question, their questions right in a live chat widget, which you can add to your public pages right here. So This is how you can add packages. This is how packages and items work. But let me show you how you can add them to your proposal. So I'm now in a sample proposal. Click on the plus icon, then click on items. Now you will see this option, which basically allows you to choose the view. Is it a table view, a list view, a cards view? If it's add-ons, you would usually have like a list view or a table view. If it's packages, I would recommend using a card view, and so on. And then you can switch on the option to allow clients to select or unselect items. And once you do, you have the option here to basically allow them to select one item or multiple items. You can make it optional or required, and so on. Then you add it, and you simply add your items or different add-ons or packages right here, and that's it. It's live. It's so easy, like that. Now, what I want to show you next is the proposal flow of how to automatically create an invoice and generate an invoice for a client to pay, and without having to leave that page. So here's a sample proposal I have in front of me. I'm first going to attach a contract to it, which is right here. So click on the contract tab when you're inside a proposal to attach a contract. And then I'm going to also go down here in the options menu and tick auto create project and auto tick create invoice. So these two options, what are they going to do? Auto create project will automatically create a project once the proposal is signed. And you can also specify your project template. So basically the project with all the tasks that needs to be done for this particular proposal will be ready for you without any input from yourself once the proposal is signed automatically. The second option here is auto create invoice, which basically once the proposal and contracts are signed, it will automatically create an invoice, and then the client will have or will basically pay it. And you can choose if you want the payment to be full or multiple payments. So you can basically make the invoice a 50% deposit or 20% deposit. So you can basically charge a deposit fee, not the whole amount, if you want to. And here you can specify the payment method and the invoice template as well if you want to. Let me take you through the process in how it would look like client-wise from the client side. So everything's ticked, all is good. I'm going to click copy link. I'm going to open this in a new page. First, make sure it's actually pending. So change the status to pending. So it's ready to be basically signed. Here we go. You get this actions menu right here with proposal. You can view the contract and then accept and sign. And then they can sign via typing their name, drawing it like that, and confirm. Done. The proposal and contract is signed. Now continue to invoice. Now, once I'm in invoice, this is automatically generated based on the options that the client basically selected in a proposal. So now my invoice is ready to be paid. I haven't specified a payment method in here, so make sure you specify the payment method. Once you do, the pay button will basically appear here. I'm going to try and refresh, see if it will actually appear. But make sure you specify a payment method for the pay button to appear. And then the client can just pay the invoice right there. And then this is very, very, very powerful, because then it removes this sort of middle, part where the client go back to you, ask you questions about the proposal, change the proposal, all that sort of stuff. And then you have to send them the invoice afterwards manually and so on. So this basically automates the whole flow for you. Okay, so the next feature I want to talk to you about, well, it's more like an onboarding resource, is if you go now to templates.pluto.com, whether you've just joined us or you have been with us for years, I would definitely recommend signing up for the onboarding series, or basically adding this template to your, oh wow, there are 3 new templates just been added as we were speaking. They were not here a few minutes ago. This is fantastic. If you have any templates that you would like to share with the community, please share it with everybody by publishing it to the templates library. Everyone will really appreciate it. So from templates.pluto.com, find Pluto onboarding checklist. This is the official onboarding checklist that we've just released a few days ago. Click on tasks and you will have access to our comprehensive checklist. Here, basically, you have tasks that has details inside them, videos, images, everything you might need to learn the basics, to get set up, and to learn about hidden features that you most likely have not explored or found out about before. So I would definitely recommend going through this list at least once. You don't have to go through it all at once. take it slowly, check things as you go, but I'll definitely do it because it has some really, really powerful information that might really change the way you use Pluto. So if you just joined us, or you've been using Pluto for ages, get it. Trust me, you should get it. Also, our YouTube channel has a new onboarding series. It's only basics, like how to search, how to filter, how to change the view editor, all that sort of stuff. So if you want a little bit of a knowledge on, or a quick overview on the basics, go to YouTube and find Pluto onboarding series there. Okay, so canned messages. So this feature has been hidden for quite a while, and you can find it in settings and in inbox. It's canned responses right here. So here's what's going to happen. In the next few weeks or so, the inbox feature that we have is going to dramatically change. It's no longer going to look the way it looks right now. It's going to be 20 billion times better. It's going to be so much more intuitive to use. It's inspired from Slack, Discord, and all the popular chatting tools that you're currently using. It's going to be so smooth to communicate with everybody. Honestly, I'm super excited because we're going to be using it internally as well. But on top of that, we basically rebuilding the canned responses. We're going to rename it to canned messages, and we are going to move it out of inbox into general. Here's why. So you will be able to create shortcut text. So let me show you an example here. So you can create shortcut text, hopefully with variables as well, dynamic variables. And then you can add them to not only your conversations, so not only when you're chatting with someone, whether it's a live chat, direct message, or a group channel, you can add these like instantly as a response, but you'll also be able to use these in comments. So, when you basically have this project and you communicate with the client through comments, and usually the clients on different projects ask very similar questions because obviously you do the same sort of type of project and you have the same exact response. Well, with this, you'll be able to post a comment by just having a / command. And this will be so time saving. You can add images, videos, media, everything to it. So it's all ready to go in one click. I really can't wait for this one. I think it's going to be it would save you tons and tons of time. So keep an eye for this one. It's basically active right now. You can find it under inbox, but it's only for live chat. We're expanding it to comments and conversations, and it's going to be basically moved out of here to general. So keep an eye out for this one because it's going to save you tons of time. Okay, the last feature on the list is dashboards. And oh man, dashboard has been one of the most complicated features we've ever worked on, but it's worth it, absolutely worth it. Now, what you see in front of you right now is basically my sample dashboard. And here I have a little image, I have dynamic data, I have a note section, all my passwords are there. Don't tell anyone. Well, I just did. But we have the invoices tracker here to tell you how many invoices are paid, canceled, overdue. You have tasks. So you can see how many tasks are due, overdue, etc. And here I have some kind of metrics and goals against them. So I can, I have how many signed proposals in the 30 days, and it's 60% to the goal I actually wanted to hit before the end of the month. You can add metrics and goals for almost anything. Time tracked, paid invoices, tasks completed, you're in charge. You can basically build any metric you want. And let me now show you how this all works. From settings, click on dashboards. And here you will find two sections. I know it might look overwhelming at the beginning, but let me explain what these two sections actually mean. So dashboards is basically the actual dashboard. Think of it as a canvas. And here we have a dashboard for each user role. So a dashboard for a client, a dashboard for an owner, which is you, a dashboard for an expert, a teammate, which are custom roles. So each role has their own dashboard, but each dashboard is basically built out of pages. And these pages are built and designed right here. So you can create different pages, a page for financials, a page for progress and tasks, a page for proposals and leads. You can create multiple pages. You can specify a different sort of particular reason, or what do you call it? I can't think of the word, but I think you know what I mean. And then when you create these pages, you can add them to dashboards. So for example, I have multiple pages right here, sample, but let's say I want to go to the client dashboard, and the client has their default dashboard, as you can see right here, but I can add another page to it, test one. I don't know what is in test one, oh, nothing. But I can basically add multiple pages here. And if I want, I can remove this page and keep this page instead. And I can reorder them as well if I want to. So pages are powerful because it allows you to use the same page for multiple user roles if you want to. So you don't have to create the page over and over again for each dashboard or every time you create a user role. And you can switch them easily. You can reorder them. You can move them around between different dashboards, however way you like. Now, let me go to dashboard, so back to settings, and let's click on the, let's say, a demo. So when you create a new page, you will basically see this empty canvas. Click on plus icon right here, and then you have variety of options. You have a canvas, an HTML block, so you can embed your own HTML stuff and widgets. You can add an image, content block, which is super powerful because this, you can use variables, and then you can add the client name, the date of today. You can add the company details, the workspace details, all dynamically pulled and shown right here. And usually I would use this as like a greeting sort of way, or if I want to show an announcement or an offer to my clients, I can build it in a content block, or I can add an image to upload a banner I already designed somewhere else, like in Figma or Photoshop. Then you have the notes section, which is really, really cool. I really love this one. This basically allows you or anyone who logs into their dashboard to jot notes. It's private, it's secure, no one else can see it apart from the user logged in itself. And they can add any notes they want to it right here. It's really, really good and handy. And then you have the calendar right here. So you can specify the few, agenda, day, month, week. I'm gonna pick a week for now. And you can choose what kind of events or entities you want this calendar to have. So events, invoices, my task, project tasks, projects, add. And you just resize it like that, super nice, and you have it right here. So then when a client log in, for example, they can see what they have to get done today, or when a teammate logs in, they can see what they're on, what's basically on over the next week or so. And it's super easy to basically move things around. You can just reorder like that, change the dates like that, the time like this, or move it to a different date as well. Here we also have lists. This is a powerful feature because it basically pulls in data from the rest of your Pluto workspace. So if you want to show, let's say, tasks that are assigned to the person logged in, and they are status incomplete, apply filter, add. What this is going to do now is that it will show a list of tasks that are incomplete and assigned to the person who's logged into the dashboard. So this is powerful for teammates or contractors because then you can assign tasks to them, and then once they log in, they can instantly see what they have to work on right now, what's due right now, what's not done. And the list is there. They don't have to go to project and then find the task or anything like that. It's right there in front of them. And then you have metrics. I love this one. So with metric, you can actually pull data from your workspace, or you can pull data from the API. So the data can be from a third-party source. It can be from your own database or a different third-party tool as well, which is very, very powerful because you can create a whole dynamic interactive dashboards with Pluto. You're pulling data from all over the internet if you want. So let's stick to this account for now. Let's not get too technical. So here you can specify the metric type. You have different types: contracts, events, form responses. So what do you want to track in this metric? In this case, let's say, for example, I want to track all the time entries, right? So metric type is time entries, and then the date created. Usually this have two options. It's a date, just select any of them. And then metric sum. What do you want to track? The cost total, currency, the time. You can specify the format you want to track it in. So what I do is I set it to cost total. So basically, So it gives me an idea of how much is I'm basically I owe all of my contractors, for example. And you can specify the currency as well. Powerful if you work with multiple currencies. And you can specify the range that you should track within. Here are two options. You can compare to previous period, which is useful sometimes, and you can set a goal if you want to. So this can be what you want to reach, or it can be, if in this case I'm tracking cost total, or it can be the goal of the limit of how much I can pay every month, if that makes sense. So let's set it up. Let's say, $1,000 a month is all I could do. You can specify the date as well. We're adding ranges here, so soon you'll be able to set a range on this one as well, not a fixed date. So let's add it here and see how it looks. Look, gorgeous. Now, you can change it here. So total owed to contractors. So now when someone track their time, when someone log into my workspace and track their time, I can then see how much I owe them right here, which is super powerful, and it updates in real time as well. And the last block option we have for dashboard is charts. This is everything. Again, you can specify to pull the data from this account or an API, and you can show the data in different formats: bar chart, a sort of time. I think this is called a calendar, but also a heat map. You have a line chart, you have a pie chart, you have a polar chart. I don't know how this works, the polar chart, but it's there if you need it. And the scatter chart, I also don't know how this works. Yeah, I did skip some math classes in my school, just if you were wondering why I don't know. But here, now you can obviously choose the type, and then you can specify the metric that you want to track, just like we did with the metric basically earlier on. And you can say, let's say, proposals, and I want to see proposals by status, group them by project if I want to, and I could potentially show the format as total amount currency, and choose the currency, US, and add. So let's see how that will actually show. Ooh, pretty. Okay, let me just resize it so it's a bit bigger. So what's this mess? Right, okay, let me actually remove the grouping part because I don't have many projects. So let me remove this. Much better. So now it shows me how many of my proposals are accepted and how much they're worth, and how many of them are overdue, how much they're worth. So this is really powerful to give you a quick overview into the health of your business. You can create these widgets for invoices, proposals, time tracked, tasks, everything. So basically you're always on top of things from one centralized dashboard. Right, so that basically concludes the list of features that we have for you right now. Very recent, very new, very fresh out of the oven. But let me talk to you about, actually, am I allowed to talk about automation? Do you want to hear about automation? I don't know if you want. I'm going to drink some water, give you a couple of minutes to tell me if you actually want to hear about automation or just nah. Only one yes? Not gonna cut it. I'm sorry. I need more yeses. Okay, automation. Right, so see, the idea behind automation and the reason we left it so late in the development of Pluto is because we wanted to create something unlike any other. We wanted to build something that can be a true benefit to you, not just another tool, that could potentially help you. We want to make sure it will help you, whether it saves you time, money, or makes you happy, or draw a smile on your face once you create your first automated flow. So here's what we have in mind. By the way, we're going to invite so many of you to join our brainstorming session once we are ready to basically draft automation in the next couple of weeks or so. I'll say a month or so you can join us and actually brainstorm ideas with us, brainstorm how automation should actually work. We want to listen to all of the issues that you've experienced in the past and all of the things that you would hope a tool would have when it comes to automation. So we can truly shape an automation platform like none other. So keep an eye out for our invitation to join our brainstorming session. And if you're not on our Twitter account, please spend 1 or 2 seconds right now. Just go on Twitter and basically follow Pluto underscore HQ. I think that's the one. Yeah. Pluto underscore app, because we're going to be posting on Twitter from now on more than anywhere, because Facebook community is fantastic, but it's limited. It limits the amount of people who can join, as in not everyone has Facebook. And Twitter is more of a public place. So even if you don't have Twitter, you can still see tweets. So we're going to try and post more in Twitter so we can basically reach to everybody who can join Facebook. So please like us and follow us on Twitter to be the first to know about this brainstorming session for automation. I just warned you. Now, and make sure you also follow our community on Facebook if you have a Facebook account. Look, automation, what we have basically in mind right now is to allow you to connect every single feature that you have in Pluto right now, from tasks to proposals to invoices to contracts to communication to timesheet to forms to files. The list is so long, so I'm not going to go through them all. But the idea is to connect all of them and then allow you to trigger certain actions based on other actions or triggers. So let's say if a client signed the proposal and paid the invoice, then send them a welcome email or a thank you email automatically and super personalized email. And then if the client did not respond in a day, send them another follow-up email. And then if the client responded, I don't know what to do. I think you would need to reply to them after all. And this is one case scenario. And then you could create a scenario where if a task is completed, move it to a task group or move it to an entirely new project. Or if a task is moved to a particular task board or a task group, assign it to a certain person or change its color or add a cover image or post a comment to it, So you can automate all of these certain things that you would usually do over and over and over again manually. So that's internally. That's Pluto, connecting Pluto all together, connecting your business all together. But what about the third-party tools, that our clients use and we might want to use? What about SMS? What about WhatsApp? What about Facebook Messenger? What about social media posting? Oh, I can actually create a whole calendar in Pluto that will basically connect to all of my social media and then post things to it based on my calendar. Whoa, that is awesome, right? So that's kind of things we want to try and build into Pluto. So it's not just about getting the work done in a sense or moving things around. It's more about taking that to the next level where it actually communicate with other parties, but without having to use a third-party tool. It's all in one. So that's what we have about automation. It's going to be very, very complicated to work on. So we're going to be focusing on it for the next few months. It's going to be our priority. But remember, now we have 3 amazing developers. So our lead developer is going to be focused on automation, and our basically 2 new developers. Melvin is not new. Melvin's been with us for a while, and he's going to be focusing on improvement. So we're going to be working on improving all the features we have right now, the UI, the experience, adding all these little things that might help you boost your productivity. So you will see quite a lot of improvements in the next few months, and we would constantly do that because Melvin is fully focused not on new features, but on updates and improvements to the current set of features. And then Igor is our 3rd developer as well, who's going to be focusing on the new features. And he's currently working on a scheduler, expected to be launched very soon because it's nearly done. So so this is automation. That's what we have in plans. And scheduler is also coming up soon. We have tons of new features coming up in the future as well, but let it for its time. So we talked about the deal. We talked about why you should get it. We talked about the features that we have right now and how amazing they are. We talked about the future in terms of features. I think it's time to give some codes. Okay, lifetime codes. Right. Who wants a lifetime code anyway? So do you guys want it? Just say me if you actually want a code. And let's see if you guys actually want a code, or it's just me assuming that you want one. Not a goat, just disclaimer. It's not a goat, not me. It's a code, an AppSumo code, which will give you lifetime access to Pluto. Okay, awesome. So many me's, so I think we're gonna give a code. Right. Look, I really want to give this code, but we have two, and I think we're gonna give it to two people. So I've been thinking how we can do this, and usually I think like random draws are not that fair because, like me, I'm really unlucky. I barely wear anything, and I know a lot of people are like me as well, unlucky. So I don't want to exclude the unlucky people like me. So we're not going to do it based on luck. So what are we going to do? Here's what we're going to do. Actually, I'm gonna make it 5 codes, not 2, 5. Okay, 5 amazing codes. Look, what you have to do is simple. You probably already have a proposal set up on Pluto, or an invoice, or a contract, or a form. You've already designed it, you've already set it up, it looks gorgeous, it looks stunning, you are in love with it. So would it just be trouble if you take a screenshot of it and just post it in a community or on Twitter and tag us, or anywhere that people on Pluto can actually reach out to you? Because here's what we're going to do. If you post it on Facebook community right now, just post a screenshot of what you have designed, and you can talk a little bit about the flow if you want. That's a bonus. The one that gets the most love, the most votes, will win. I think that's fair, right? But now we're gonna give 5, so there'll be 5 winners. So if you don't have anything set up yet, don't worry. We're gonna announce this in a few days from now. So do it right now, because next week, let's say by Monday, we're gonna go through all of them and see the one that has the most likes, and then it will receive the code, and we're going to give it to 5 people. But that's for Monday, okay? So don't forget to post them on Monday. That's for Monday. But for now, I really want to give some codes. So let's say 5 another codes I'm going to give now to some people. So if you can think of a way, okay, 5 codes. How are we going to give these? Oh my God, I can't even think now. Okay, actually, how about this? I'll ask a couple of questions about Pluto, and about our history, or about anything like that, and then the first one to answer it, wins a code. Okay, so are you ready? Okay, now 3, 2, 1. When was Pluto established? What year was Pluto established? 2017, 2015, or 2019? 1974, definitely not. Oh, wait. Okay, 2015. Okay, the first 2015 is the winner. Favren, please find that person who just said 2015 first. Pluto was actually established in 2015. We launched out of beta in 2017. So many of you are sort of right. That's when we actually pushed it to everybody and launched it, but it was actually established in 2015. So Favren, please find the person who said 2015 first. Okay, the second question. 3, 2, 1. How many teammates Pluto has right now? 2, 4, or 5? Okay, the first one to say 5 is the winner. So Favren, find the first one to have said 5. I'm gonna make sure Favren is actually there. Hold on. Okay, Favren is there. The first Favren, is that the first winner? Okay, the first winner is Richard Jones. Richard Jones is the first winner. Reach out to us. We'll give you a code, and also Muhammad Kakuli. So I'm gonna type the names right here. Hold on. Right. Here's the first name. Reach out to us via the live chat so you can get your code. And Richard. So Richard Jones and Muhammad, reach out to us so you can claim your code. Now, let's give one more code, okay? I know I said 5, so let's do another 2. Right, so a third question. Who loved Favren? The first person to say yes will win. Everyone. Oh, that's a really nice. That's a really nice answer. So, Favren, find that one. Now, a serious question. Who can guess how many codes we've actually sold in the last 70 hours? So the closest one to the number of codes we've sold is the winner. I have to actually open it right here because it's changing by the minute. So guess the number of codes we've sold in the last 74 hours. The first close to correct guess will win. But let me find the number actually. I can give you hints if you want. So it's a hint, a spider with 2 extra legs. I think that's a hint, right? A spider with 2 extra legs. Ah, 8,000. Okay, 8,000. Someone 8,000 something, 8,080. That's very close. Okay, Fabron, find the closest one to 8,057. Closest one to 8,057. Okay, now let's say the last code, because this is just too much now. The last code we're giving away for a question. And that question is, where am I right now? The first one to say Austin is the winner. You know, you should follow me on Instagram and Twitter to actually see where I am. Just saying. Right, find the winners, Fabron, and let me know their names so I can post it on here. Right, guys. So that's basically everything. I really hope you've enjoyed this, and I really want to thank you. You know, from me and everyone in the team, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for supporting us so incredibly. You know, like, we are so proud and we are so honored to have you all on board. And I promise you, you are part of a journey that is going to revolutionize the way everybody runs their business. Pluto is going to become more than just a platform or a tool we use on a daily basis to run a business. It's going to become an ecosystem. It's going to become a revolution. And only the next few years will show you this. So thank you for joining our journey and thank you for being part of it. And I promise you, you're not going to regret it. Now, before I leave you all for the day or the night or the evening or the tea, please, would you do us this one little small favor? Please. It will truly help us like never before. It's just, please go and review Pluto. Just leave us a review. Even if it was a one-line review, it will help us in ways you can't imagine, especially that we are now trying to scale the business. One review, like one line of review, will do. It won't take you 5 seconds, 1 minute. Do it on Trustpilot, do it on I don't know the other ones. So I think Trustpilot, and if you Google Pluto review, I think you'll find it here. Like there's one, so let me share my screen actually. Where is my screen? Where is my screen? Okay, look, if you Google Pluto review, you can find Cafeteria, I think it's called G2, Trustpilot. Leave it on, Trustpilot or just G2 thing here with the least reviews. Try and push our reviews up. It would really, really tremendously help us. And we thank you for it in advance. Whether you did it or not, thank you for being here anyways, and thank you for helping us out with the launch. The launch has gone incredibly, incredibly, incredibly well. We basically did double to what we expected. So our plan was to use that money to really, bring more customer service on board, bring more features and developments, bring more stability, bring more community-based material, content, onboarding, videos, all the stuff that would truly help you. But now we have sort of more than double the money. So expect double the effort in that sense. But yes, it's going really well. We're here for the long run. Talk to people about Pluto, share it with everybody, help us scale this platform and reach to as many people as possible. And very soon we're going to also work on the agency plan, which will allow you to resell Pluto and earn money as well. So leave us a review, please. And also make sure to join our affiliate program, because then you can earn 20% commission on every time your referrer or lead pays us. So go to Pluto/affiliates and join our affiliate program as well. So thank you so much, everyone. This has been an absolute pleasure. And if you need anything at all, you know where to reach us. Thank you so much. Catch you next time. Now, how do I end the stream? Here's the button.